Heyo everybody, Haku here for this week's live reaction to read-through for MARRIAGETOXIN. We're going from chapter 51 onward. I'm really excited to read. I, of course, love MARRIAGETOXIN. It's probably my favorite manga right now. Last week's video was really good. I really like those chapters. I like the conflict that's going on. I like the new character that's been introduced, the family drama that we're getting into with the ghetto family itself. I think all of that's like really good. So I'm excited to see where we go. This is actually the last chapter of Volume 6, so this will be the last video where I'm using the Volume 6 cover on screen. As always, it's manga. I can't really show it, but I'm very excited. So let's just start reading Chapter 51. And we're actually starting out. So I said last time that I was like, oh, this is funny. They're going to think the abandoned building is haunted because of the fighting going on and everything. But we actually start off with MARRIAGETOXIN Chapter 51. Yo, it's me, your spooky specialist. Behind me is our abandoned building for the day. Poison user versus poison user, plunging into this new arc. It's a deserted hospital in the middle of the forest. We're going to... Wait, hold on. Plunging into this new arc. We're starting a new arc? I did not expect this. It felt like we were in mid-arc or toward the end of wrapping up an arc. We're gonna charge right into this den of ghosts. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's go and raid some ruins. And then we have the fighting going on. Paranormal activity. What's going on? A poltergeist already? Are we gonna go viral? Huh? A person? And we have this gas release circling around them. Don't forget to smash that like button. And then he deletes the video. Excellent technique. In an instant, you knock them out and erase their memories. Are you going to call me soft? Beautiful. It's true that cleaning up can be a pain when killing civilians. But well, I'm not skillful enough to spare any of my concern for that. Thread-like poison needles. This guy. It's gradual, but he's definitely causing some damage. He pulls out his own injections. Then, I'll take him down in one strike. With toxin vision. Oh? And he does manage to hit him again. Hikaru is just like pummeling him over and over again. And then the sign, fight cavities. Says Mushigakin or Mushibakin? I think Mushiba is what they say, like cavities, is like bug tooth. And then Yatsukeru. Quit this nonsense and go home. Grandma didn't order you to do this, did she? That's pain from 1,000 torments. He shouldn't be able to get up anytime soon. You know, a non-lethal strike like that isn't sexy enough to keep me down. He gets back up. Things like pain and torment have no power over me. Now let me return the favor with these ultra-fine poison threads, and they've spread all throughout Dokcha. Blood bursts out from within. Hikaru-sama, please. Hikaru-sama, please come back. My Hikaru-sama. Geez, this is kind of like hard to look at. And then a tear rolls down his face as he drops them. As you know, I had the least talent out of us all. As such, I knew I had to work 10 times harder than anyone. Day after day, I was on the verge of death as I voraciously consumed the deadly poison prepared by past clan heads. I've put in the hours and the work. So, just like old times, you don't need to hold back. And we just have him just taking him more and more poison. Please come at me like you want to. Even now, just grabbing stuff off the shelf. Kill, blah, blah, and he starts foaming at the mouth. And laughing. Took a little too much. I think I almost went to heaven there. Now then, Hikaru-sama. I'm sure... I love he eats the containers too. Plastic is nothing to him. I'm sure you can do it. If anyone can, it's you. Come on, I gotta be easy prey for you. You can already use Poison Blood Unleashed, can't you? Please, I'm begging you. Please kill me. Doing so will carve into your heart what's important. You'll no longer be fooled by that suspicious swindler. You'll never again forget your true desire is the next clan head. If I can become a part of your foundation, Hikaru-sama, truly, there's no greater happiness in this world for me than that. Intoxicated by poison, passion, and obsession, in the unlikely event that doesn't come to pass, while it's far from what I want, I'll have no choice but to take over the position myself. It's insane seeing how completely, I don't even know the proper word to use here. Obsessed is not the word I was looking for, but I guess it works as well. How obsessed, how devoted, how fanatic he is when it comes to the Poison Clan, and when it comes to Hikaru himself. But of course, this isn't really gonna work how he wants. I assume, though, that Hikaru's actually probably gonna win him over and he's just gonna become an ally. That's how I think this will end up going now that we've reached this point. And also the fact that at the beginning it said moving into a new arc, especially when this is like the last chapter of a volume, is like, that's a weird choice. I wonder what it's gonna be like in the next, let's go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the last chapter of the volume, unless I'm thinking of a different series. Yeah, it's a weird one. Let's see what happens next, though. Continuing on, I think maybe, do we have the fight continue? Does Hikaru bust some more stuff out and get the win? And that's how we transition to whatever's next. Or, I'm thinking. So does he beat him here, or do we transition into Talk no Jutsu for this chapter? Because we've been fighting for a bit. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Hikaru-sama, Hikaru-sama, Hikaru-sama. He's just repeating it again and again. And then, I understand. He grabs him. Then I guess this is the end. And he sends him flying. He tears up. Thinks about young Hikaru. Goodbye. Farewell, my Hikaru-sama. Wait. He stands back up. You haven't let it all out yet, have you, Teruaki? He turns back around and stops Hikaru in midair. I'm not going to run away. Even if I did run, a persistent guy like you would just keep chasing me to the ends of the earth. That's not the kind of marriage I'm aiming for. You can try to set me on track as much as you want, but I won't change my mind. So don't stop until you're satisfied. Bring it on. This goes for Sensei and Grandma as well. To have a marriage as great as theirs? Way to go, Toshiki. And he thinks about Bug User. I want all of you to celebrate my wedding and give me your blessings. He hesitates and lets go of him. Then charges. Why? He thinks about all of the training and how he was behind. Man, and Hikaru carrying him. Hikaru-sama. He tosses him. I will never give you my blessing. If you're thinking of abandoning the clan, if you're leaving us to go somewhere far away, then I'll use all that I have down to the very last drop to kill you. I'll send you an invitation to my wedding. Okay, Teruaki? As he blocks his final attack. I've let it all out. I feel faint. Don't push yourself anymore. I expect to see you there, brother. Hikaru-sama, you're both entangled in twisted poison, yet that blood is a bond they cannot throw away. So unfair. Man! That was a really good chapter. That was really nice. I really like Teruaki's character a ton. And again, even just seeing the flashbacks to training makes me care about the sister more. And he doesn't just want to go against the Poison family or anything. He still wants to be the head. He just wants to have a happy marriage of his own choice, his own way. and he hopes that the Poison family can be there for him. Okay, now starting off chapter 53. Let me get this straight. After the fight with Geto, okay, we're cutting straight away to another, we're like doing a teeny time skip. After the fight with Geto, Teruaki's return to the Poison Clan residence is greeted by their sensei. I thought we would have more epilogue kind of stuff with Kinosaki. But now, let me get this straight. Hikaru-sama withstood everything you threw at him, and instead led you to self-destruction, correct? Yes. And he wants us all to celebrate his wedding and give him our blessings, is that right? Splendid. He smiles. But we have this crack forming. Weird. And it flutters down. I was afraid that Hikaru-sama was getting much too focused on marriage, that his specialist abilities might be suffering as a result. That's why I sent you to check on him. However, it appears that he's instead improved beyond my expectations. And more is cracking away. Is this actually going to be the grandmother disguised or something? So he wants to dispel all our doubts and have everyone celebrate his wedding. He. Very well. But he should know that such a weak poison cannot overpower the Geto family blood. Teruaki-kun, Hikaru-sama is working very hard. We must also exert ourselves more, yes? Okay, never mind, so maybe that's just an effect on his body itself. Linking our altered lineage, unnecessary conflict with other clans, a degree of risk is understandable if it's for the sake of finding a partner. We can look the other way for now. But you should know, Hikaru-sama, Poison Blood Unleashed is as of yet far from perfect. All for the good of the clan. And Teruaki answers back. And now we cut to Hikaru and his sister and girlfriend. She was Akiko, right? Sorry if I'm remembering incorrectly. That stupid Teruaki. His bystander victims all turned out to be just fast asleep. There were no casualties or serious injuries whatsoever. So how do I put this? It seems like he really just wanted his Oni-chan's attention. At least that's what his actions look like to me. But, well, it was still a huge pain in the ass. He's never getting a pass for that in my book. I'm so tired, Mommy. Okay. There. I've somehow suddenly got myself a big baby. Akari, that's what it is. But you know, Akari, you were so cool back there. I fell in love with you all over again, too. Sorry to interrupt, but dinner's ready. Please just start eating. Meet me ASAP. It's about the next job. So, Kinosaki, what's so urgent about this job? Couldn't it wait until the next day? Wow, look at you, Geto-kun. Seems like you've gotten used to playing the role of a prince now. You protected me in the shadows earlier, didn't you? How did you... Keeping secrets now, are we? You can live several lifetimes and you still can't hide anything from me. And then we have him shocked telepathy. Truth is, I somehow got you entangled in a family mess. I'm sorry. I was at the hospital where your brother... Huh? What are you saying? Have you forgotten? I should have died way back then. Now I owe you a debt that I can never repay, even if I spend my whole life trying. You're about 100 years too early to be apologizing to me. I can't keep getting Kinosaki in danger like this. There's Grandma, too. She's another one I need to watch out for. Thinking it's okay to put things off seems like I've relaxed a bit too much. I need to reignite my motivation. Kinosaki, you can pick up the pace from here on. Sure, leave it to me. Don't worry, Geto-kun. I myself feel very motivated as your advisor. You're turning into a better man by the day. And I intend to do everything I can to see this job through. After all, I don't have much time left. Gosh, that's so weird. So, is Kinosaki dying anyway the same as her brother was? Her brother was. You get my point. 'Cause again, when Kinosaki said, you need to live longer than me. Anyway, about the next job. Undead says we're supposed to meet here. Seems like it's an emergency. So, undead is weird. Maybe undead user? Is that going to be a person? And then a car crash happens. Sorry, I'm so bad at driving. Not at all. It was super exciting. My heart was pounding the whole way. Are you trying to console me? No, I really had a lot of fun. Fine, I'll take your word for it. We have energy drink, Mega Krakosaurus. Then the butler saving the young Ojo-sama from the car explosion. Hey there, you're the ones driving for us, right? Thank you for taking the job. So, Dokja, who is the next waifu candidate? Your car's burning though. Oh crap! Thought so. So my next potential partner is, you guessed it, it's her. And then, wait, isn't that fire getting big? It's just a massive conflagration. Let's go help them out. And we have Joker Quench. Leave it to me. One shot of Joker is all it takes. The next case involves 2 ladies. What challenges awaits Ghetto in this new job? Okay. This could be fun. What a wild introduction for these two. And like, I don't get their relationship. I don't get who they are yet, because they could be anyone. It would feel weird for him to end up with just some random, like, you know, bodyguard or something. But then again, I guess it would also maybe make sense. Either way, let's read a bit more. Let's go to chapter 54. Now then, time to start chapter 54. And we have, my name is Akakura Chinatsu, or Chinatsu Akakura. And this little girl is Zhao Erina. Erina Zhao, either way. There's a certain group out there who wants her dead. So, I want to take her to the safe zone as soon as possible. I can't remember. I guess I've been saying Mei Kinosaki, and I guess I've been saying Hikaru Gero. I guess I've been putting given name first. So maybe I'll just stick with that instead of flipping it around in my head. But as you may have noticed, driving isn't exactly my specialty. So that's our story. Can you help us? Of course. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. First things first then, let's go get some wheels. Sorry, hold on. I was going back over that. Okay. Just making sure I really understand everything. Totally didn't expect 2 ladies for this job, but this kind of big-hearted person might be just the type to fall for Gero-kun. She oddly also has a childish side to her. Excuse me? What is it? I have one favor to ask. Please, just please don't fall in love with Chinatsu. What? Where'd this come from? Fall in love? I'm not even sure how that feels. She's writing down. Hold up. Then please sign this oath in blood. Contract, I hereby swear that I will not fall in love with Chinatsu Akakura. In blood? Erina, wait. I think you've lost them. But Chinatsu, you have to draw the line from the very beginning with these things. Sorry about that. Don't let it bother you. This girl's just a bit overprotective of me. No, stop. Keep that cataclysmic charm in check, will you? He's gonna fall for you if you keep that up. Oh, she must be on edge from all the running they've been doing. Then I guess this calls for only one thing. Time to bring out my secret specialty. Here you are. It's the latest from Mix-em-Ups. And then candy. Mix-em-Ups Zen. Matcha flavor. DIY candy kit contains calcium. Think of it as a token of our friendship. Don't want it. Shocked. Just the face, the way they drew his face. Complete horror. My specialty lost? Men truly never grow up. The difficult part of this mission might just be how to get that girl to trust us. And then they both sense a wrecking ball coming in, and both dodge away, carrying their own individual Ojo-samas. A wrecking ball? And then they're... okay. And then rode something on their jackets. Rollin', are they Limp Bizkitting? Rage and roll, we rollin'. We rollin' them smooth, rollin' them shiny. And they're all using actual, like, rollers instead of motorcycles. There's even more of them. No worries. And she has police tape? I got it all under control. Chinatsu. I know we're only paying you 10,000 yen, or 10,000 yen a day to be our driver, so I'm really sorry that you're getting dragged into this mess. But don't you worry, I'll keep both of you safe as well. My Chinatsu's super strong, you know. Please stand back and watch her work. So this is actually going to be an interesting change, because all three of the main girls before, not really counting Ushio because she was kind of a side character in the last arc, she was an antagonist in her introductory arc, but the three main sort of arc female leads have been on the weaker side in terms of combat. So it's interesting to introduce somebody who is strong as maybe the next possible person for Hikaru. Wait, I take that back. Don't watch. You're going to end up falling for her. I'll leave the driving to you, and you can leave everything else to me. She throws up the tape. Sorry, but everything beyond this line is now off limits. And she starts taking them all out hand to hand. Akakura style, guardian art, barrel roll. Wow, and she did take them all down. I'm a protector. This is just the bare minimum for my job. So she basically judo through. Well, no, she did it by turning the wheel and making it flip onto its side. I was gonna say, those like roller things are like a crazy heavy weight. But no, never mind. I was gonna say, so she just flipped one, but no, she actually ran into a cinder block and like cut the wheel to do it. I'm a protector. This is just the bare minimum for my job. Kinosaki clapping. Protector, is that a thing? Are they like specialists? They're like the bodyguards of the underworld. Basically the opposite of us specialists, since we're assassins. Erina, are you okay? Fine and poppin'. Great then. So, as you may have already guessed, my job is to protect Erina from assassins like those guys. Okay, so protectors are actually a full-on thing. They're like the opposite of assassins then. Okay. Chinatsu? Thank you. Hee hee. Go out, stop. Don't you dare have your heart skip a beat over Chinatsu. Now, no need to get all prickly. Come on, let's see that smile. So sorry, you guys. I guess I have to make her smile with my specialty, and he pulls out another candy kit. Whoa there, easy on the candy. She snubbed you earlier, remember? I guess Akakura-san's kind of like a valiant knight in shining armor. But can you resist this? Chinatsu, no fair. Seems like things aren't going to go swimmingly this time either. Sorry, I do not know what's up with me struggling to read tonight. But it'll be a good learning experience, Geto-kun. Oh, hey, looks like we can just use the attacker's car. And it says, Road Roller Life. Okay. This probably has a tracking device on it, so it isn't exactly safe, but we'll make do with it for now. I have to make myself look good here. Gotta impress Akakura and Zao. And he immediately also crashes. I have a confession to make. I'm not very good at driving myself. It's been ages since I last held a steering wheel. And then Kinosaki is driving. Well. Is that a poison user I see? They look cool. Hold on. I think I hear the winds of fortune blowing for us. A big chance for the family has arrived. Still early on the run, yet already facing turbulent winds. They look cool. They look so cool. Of course, the character designs are always great in Marriage Toxin, but they look so cool. Alright, let's do... How long did that take me to read? Let's do one more. Let's go chapter 55 and I'll end there. I will admit that so far I kind of feel like the new Akakura. I like her, but she does feel like a little bit of a step down. But again, I've only known her for like one chapter, so we'll see how things go. A certain organization's after the young lady, Erina. Geto and Kinosaki assist in the mission to protect her, but then... And now we have chapter 55. at the end of his at the end of his long life in the mafia, our boss, Zhao Genji, withered and degraded by age, resolved to surrender himself. I suppose his beloved daughter, Erina, played a big part in that decision. Thus, we got rid of him. What a character design. Some of the characters are wild. Boss or not, betrayal is a cardinal sin. Transgressors cannot be allowed to live. Naturally, the same holds true for his dearest Erina. The boss must have known that he'd be disposed of, and hired 7 protectors for his precious daughter before he died. But as soon as the winds turned against them, those protectors left the little lady one by one. The only one left is that female protector, Chinatsu Akakura. If we can get rid of her... And then... Are you listening to me? And the guy slams on the gas. The pinwheel's blowing in the dude on top's hair. Wind user? Kazuma Kanazawa-kun. Wind user. Okay. He is really cool. He is really cool looking. The wind's dying down. Merely catching and killing Erina. Right, I get it. You've given that speech 5 times. Relax, old man Namagawa. In time, the wind will always blow. Okay, and then we hit a flashback to Akakura? Oh, Erina's father dying. Are you a bodyguard? Everyone else left. You do well to run away, you do well for yourself to run away too. It's for the best. Don't you worry about me. The only thing you should worry about is your own safety. She cries. And then we go back to the present with them as she wakes up. And then, out of nowhere, they start getting attacked. These guys, like, are those supposed to be weed eaters, or are those actually saws? I thought they were saws at first, but then they're hanging from these cranes as well. Kinosaki, step on it. Gotcha. Chinatsu? It's okay, Erina. And she uses the tape again. You guys concentrate on driving. At 10,000 yen a day, that's all you need to concern yourselves with. Leave the rest to me. Oh? And she's able to block the saws using the tape. Ha, your protectors ain't nothing but suckers. But suckers who couldn't become specialists. And she gets slashed along the back. Don't get too cocky. That's right. My only specialty is protecting my client with my life. And my only weapon is my strong determination. And the tape protected her back, too. Chinatsu! Oh, she's good. The 10 out of 10s. She's basically a work of art. Wait, no, don't look. No falling in love. And we see Trimmer Life. Okay, so I guess they are like actual weed eaters, but these are supposed to be metal ones instead of saws. That's hilarious. And then they go for an attack on the car. Give it up. This tape has metal alloy in it. Well, if one ain't enough, and they come at it with more, then you just gotta go double. And they manage to slice the top off of the car. What? Go in for another attack. Oh? They cut through my tape. Chinatsu! You're getting distracted. Just keep driving. Eyes on the road. This is just a scratch. If I die here, and she's sledding along using the tape, then who's gonna protect Erina? And pulls off the cranes. Then who's gonna protect Erina? And the tape that she's swinging from gets cut. If we're going into hiding, an island in the south would be nice, yeah? She falls onto the concrete. Let's buy swimsuits together. Cute ones. They all go in for an attack. Your life is only just starting. No! And then Ghetto comes in. And I love the shot of like crying Erina and determined Kinosaki there. Just who are you? I'm just your dirt cheap 10,000 yen a day driver. But if you're gonna give me that look, Then I'll just have to do a bit of extra work. And he brings out the syringes. Seeing the bond between the two is incentive enough. There's no need to charge extra. Okay, we get cliffhung there, which is like kind of a rough cliffhanger, but I'm also kind of okay with it because it means we get to start off with action next time around, which is exciting. But yeah, we get to start off with action next time. This is fun. I said at the very beginning / end of last chapter that it felt like Akakura was a bit of a step down, but I do think she's very, very, very cool. Very, kind of giving me Chiri, what's her name in English? Chiri from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What's her name? Is it Rika in English? It gives me vibes of her, but I really like her. I think she's very cool. Has the Deku Black Whip / Spider-Man thing going on, swinging around with the tape and all. Yeah, I guess there's not too much more to discuss because I'm getting cliffhung. I love these enemies, though. The rollers were funny. The freaking the lawn care guys are even funnier. I love them. They're so fun. And then on top of that, we have the wind users in the background who look awesome. There's 3 of them. There's the girl, the guy that was driving the car for the guy, and the guy on top of the car. They look awesome. I'm excited for them. But either way, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of these chapters, my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Marriage Toxin, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel, drop a super thanks down below. Yeah, I don't know if I skipped over anything there. But either way, if I did, you know the usual outro. Yeah, if you want to help support, then you can by dropping a super thanks. But if you also want to get One Piece videos early, if you want to get a shout out at the end of videos, then you can also hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you to people who are patrons and members. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, Efranono and Abyss Knight, Cheriton Students, David Langstaff and Volded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stance Eater, and Pure Element Patio. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. I love Marriage Toxin. I'm very excited to see how the rest of this arc goes. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time.